Hi, this is Ashley, and this is the Neely's Knits podcast. Today is March the 30th, and it's on Wednesday. I have been really busy this past week, and actually, I should have recorded Monday. Monday, I always try to get to be my regular recording day, but I always can't seem to make it. It's this week I had an eye injury. I stabbed myself in the eye with this metal tool, and I scratched my conjunctiva, the white part. Thank goodness it was not my cornea or anything like that. But yeah, scratched it. I had to go to the eye doctor while Neely was at school and get that taken care of. And I got a cream and I got drops. And today's the last day I have to use that. So thank goodness. The cream like leaks out of my eye and it gets like all over my face and causes my mascara to smear and I look like the Joker. I will be glad. Every week I do something to hurt myself or one of us is sick. Today Neely is sick. She's at my mom's right now, so I thought I will record while I can. She just has a little cold. She's not like super sick, so she has a cold. Today she was supposed to go to school, but obviously she's not going to go to school because she's sick. I don't believe in sending them and letting them spread around germs so the other kids can get sick. This weekend, sorry my face is itchy. This weekend was Easter, and we went Easter egg hunting, and it was fun, but also chaotic because we went to the community Easter egg hunt. Sorry, my husband has gotten up. But anyway, we went to the community Easter egg hunt. They had a little petting zoo. They had inflatables. They had the big inflatable slide, the bouncy house. They had balloons, everything. But it was so chaotic. There was thousands of people there. I mean, we live in a pretty large town. It's a college town, but I mean, there's a lot of people who live here. So a lot of people showed up. Yeah, we had our Easter basket stolen. I was helping her. I set it down. I was helping her into the bounce house. I turned around and it was gone. I'm like, who steals an Easter egg basket from a child? I don't understand. But thank goodness, there was a booth that was giving away free baskets for the Easter egg hunt. So thank God we got to participate. If not, we wouldn't have been able to. That would have sucked. Sorry, I was looking at Luke. He always looks at me like, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? But it was fun. She was really, really excited. If you look at my Facebook page, you can see some pictures from that day. But it was good. It was fun. She had a good time. I guess that's all the announcements so far. Before I forget, I am wearing a shawl that I dyed and knit, obviously. This is your Follow Your Arrow shawl by Isolde Teague. And this is a mystery knit along. This is the number 1, I'm pretty sure. Follow Arrow. So the premise of it is that she gives you clues, and you can pick which one you want to do. I think there were 5 clues. I can't really remember now. But she tells you, you had to have 2 different skeins of yarn, and then you can either do clue A or clue B. The next time is clue A, clue B. So you have many, many different kinds of shawls that you can actually make from the one pattern, and it's really fun. I'll link to it in my show notes, which are on the Neely's Knits Ravelry group page. It was really fun. I would knit it again because you can knit so many different kinds out of the one pattern, and they all fit together seamlessly. She's like a genius. But this is probably 3 years ago I knit this, And this is out of a base that I do not have anymore. This is only one of my very, very first, this was the very first yarn that I dyed. So it's vintage. But yeah, that's that, in case anybody wants to know. I have been knitting a bit, but it's kind of boring knitting. I'll have to reach. This time I don't have Neely in my lap, so it's kind of a little bit easier. I have my soft stones. Am I ever going to be done with this? I'm not sure. I don't know. It just keeps going and going. Because, as I told you, I ripped out the bottom. So, it's just a boring stockinette sweater. I wouldn't say boring. It's very simple. And it's something I can work out on. I worked on it at story time. I can work on it without my glasses on, which I cannot find my glasses right now. So that's really good. I can work on it without looking. So you can't really tell, but I've knit about 2 inches on the bottom. I have this little ball and this whole thing full of the main body. And I don't know like how long I'm going to keep going, but I think I'm at least going to make it to the bottom of my hips, maybe. I don't know, we'll just see. I'll just try it on and see what I like. I have all this left over, so I kind of hate to waste it. Anyway, I have that, and then I will do the second sleeve, and then I'll be done. And then I decided that I didn't want the ribbing, because I didn't like how it sucked in and made me look fat. So I decided to bind off using an I-cord bind off like I did on the sleeve. The I-cord bind off is really easy. It just kind of is a little bit tedious, but not really. It's not too bad. But I like the way the I-cord bind off looks on this pattern. Kind of matches the top. Plus I hate to do ribbing, so that's kind of nice. As you can tell, my hair is different. My sister usually does it. I mean, she did it this time too. But she got a different job. She got a job at the hospital she has a degree in business also, in addition to doing hair. And she got a job at the hospital doing business stuff. I don't really know what she's doing. But she really doesn't have time to do my hair anymore. So I had to go back to something natural that didn't really take so much upkeep and so much maintenance. So I went back. It looks a little bit red right now because the pink did not fully come out. But I don't mind it. I kind of like red. Whatever, I'm not really picky. So that's my soft stones is the pattern. And this is my sparkle base. This is 80-15-5 merino, nylon, and sparkle, stellina. It's fingering weight. It's very, very simple. Just round and round and round. Stockinette. Which is nice. I kind of like that sometimes. That I just don't have to think about it. I just pick it up, then go, 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 put it down, pick it up, go, 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 whatever. I feel like I get a lot done that way. I can just pick it up, do a little bit, put it down. That's how my day is anyway. I can only do a little bit at a time. So that is my sweater, and then I cast on, I could not get this, my printer will not work today. I don't know what it is. Me and technology do not get along. I can just look at something and it stops working. I don't know what it is, but it's very aggravating. I cannot get it to print. I was going to print out this pattern for you to look at. Not for me to use, but I was using it on the computer, I guess. Anyway, I think it's called the Mandrake Plant. It is a Harry Potter reference, and I forget which book it's from, but it's where they're out in the greenhouse learning about the magical plants. And when you take it up out of the pot, it screams. You put it, things like that. So I'm knitting this for my friend Sonia. It's not a really surprise because I asked her if she wanted it. She has a whole collection of Harry Potter buildings, like in her bookcase, and she has Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Yes, Gollum from Lord of the Rings. She's very into the Harry Potter books, and she likes fantasy and things like that. So I thought this would go really good with her little collection. And I like knitting little toys anyway. They really make me happy. It's just fun. And I thought, I can knit that, and then I can give it to her, and she would go right with her stuff. But I have a little leg done. It's a little leg. And I'm just at the point where I have decreased around. And of course, it will have 2 legs. And I will link that pattern too. But it looks just like the little mandrake plant in the movie. And it's really cute. It's a paid for pattern. It's but I think it's really well done so far. And like I said, I'll link that. This yarn is Elsbeth Lavold Silky Wool. That was once a golden yellow color. Focus. Focus. I don't know. And I had like gobs of it. And I don't even like golden yellow on myself. I will never knit anything golden yellow. Why do we do this? This was back when I had like a big stash. And I thought, I'll dye it. I'll dye it brown because I like brown. I like knitting sweaters out of brown because it goes with everything. And it's a neutral. I really like it. So I dyed it brown. And that's what I'm using for the body. It's a DK weight, and this is a size 3 needle on a Caspian. Caspian wood by Knit Picks. These are my go-to needles. I like the wood needles. No problem with that. So anyway, that's my little leg. And that's all I've been knitting. I have not had much knitting time lately. Put that back on there. We have just another announcement. Sorry, I shook the table. I moved my leg. I have the April self-striping sock yarn of the month coming up in April. Obviously, it's the April one. And this time it's going to be Wicked themed, and it's going to be more specifically popular themed, and that's super exciting. It's going to be pink and emerald, 2-color self-striping with a navy sidekick skein. And it's all going to be in sparkle this time. So I'm a little bit switching it up. All of the skeins are going to be in sparkle. There's still going to be only 10 spots. Watch the Instagram thread as to when the spots will be up. I actually have them all warped already. I'm so excited. I'm so ahead of the game. I have them all warped, and most of them all but 2 lots dyed. So I already dyed them, and they are drying outside right now while we have a sunny day. But also, this one's going to be so fun. I'm so excited about this. But I decided to make it a kit. It's going to include the yarn. So you'll have the full skein of self-striping, the sidekick skein. So that's, okay. The sparkle sock yarn is 438 yards per skein. And then you get a quarter skein of that for the sidekick skein. And I cannot do math in my head, but that's what it is. So you'll get your full set. Sorry, I heard something tapping out the window. It's probably a bug or something. Then I have some soap coming from Archer Soap Works, which I will also link in the show notes. But it is Elphaba themed, and it's going to be green. and every set will come with one. It's rain scent. It's very clean and fresh. I have it coming. It's already being on its way. It's just so exciting. So you'll have a whole, I think it's 4.5 ounce bar of soap. So it's pretty large. And the Archer Soap Works is all handmade. And it is supporting local businesses. So that's what I like to do. So the Archer Soap Works. So you'll have the yarn, the soap, and I'm in talks with getting some stitch markers made. And I will tell you that they're going to be really cute, but it's kind of going to be a surprise on what they are. So you'll have all of that in the kit. So all of that will come at the same time. So it's going to be a little bit more than usual, but I'm not going to charge you any more than what I paid for the goodies. So I thought about doing some green tea, so it'd be like the green elixir that turns her green. But I went to the local tea shop, and she's like, all the green teas are kind of yellow color, so they're not really green. So I thought, oh, I don't know if I really want to do that. I still might include the tea. It'll just be like a one use, like it's loose tea. But there were some that smelled really good and taste really good too. And like I said, that's also a local business. But yeah, so all that will be in the kit, and all of that, once I get it all together, I'll photograph it, I'll put it on Instagram, I'll put it everywhere, I will show it on here. Maybe next time, if I get it in time. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so that's shop news. I'm like blowing through it really quick because I want to be done in time to dye some yarn before I have to go get Neely for my mom's. So that is big news. So this is the first time it's ever been like a kit, like or like a collection of all stuff that goes along with the yarn. So that's so exciting. I wanted to show you, some people, want to know how my sock yarn holds up over time. And I thought, well, I have some socks that I've knit that for a while. And I have to say, I do not hand wash my socks. I put them through the laundry on warm water or whatever it is, with Tide, whatever. I don't care. I just throw it in because I do not have time to hand wash socks. I know that's like terrible. You should hand wash your socks, but I don't. Let's just say that. And this is my Wicked Witch socks. Wicked Witch of the East colorway. This is my colorway that I did dye. This has the red sparkle toe, heel, and cuff, and it has the black and white stripe. These are 1 year old, and I have worn these quite a lot. You can tell there's like minimal pilling. There's a little bit on the heel there, but I mean, you would expect that. There is no holes. It is held up just fine. So this is how it looks. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. The red is still red. The black is still black. The white is a little bit dingy, but I walk around the house without shoes on, and I have a 3-year-old, so that explains that. But it's not from the black fading onto the white or anything like that. But that is 1 year old. I think that I knit them. Actually, they're over a year old. They are a year and a month old. So that's held up quite well, especially for having red against the white and the black against the white. You would think that it would be pink, actually, from washing in warm water and with Tide or whatever. Purex, whatever I use. I'm not picky. Do as I say, not as I do. I say wash it hand wash them for the longevity of your socks. But I don't. So that's 1 year. This is my Sport base in my Monster Mash colorway. These are, I knit these last fall. And this is with a Fish Lips Kiss heel. And then my Sport base is 80/20, just like my Super Sock, but it's just a Sport. These are my favorite base to knit socks out of, because they just knit up so fast. But these are, let's just say, 6 months old, and I've worn these a lot. And I put them through the dryer too. I don't hang them up to dry. Put them through the dryer, whatever. You can tell they've held up great. No, actually there's like hardly any peeling on these. Yeah, hardly any peeling. I knit these with a size 3 needle. This is my Sport base. Wait, was it 2 or 3? I can't remember. I think it was 3. No thin spots whatsoever. It's fine. So I just wanted to show you that, how it holds up over time. Because everyone wonders, is it going to last? Am I going to knit these and then in 2 months, is it going to pop a hole? You don't ever want that with your socks. So, actually I have some on right now that I knit probably a year ago too, and these are in my Sport base, but I will not try to get my foot up here to show you. And that's all I really have for yarn stuff. I did want to mention that I am reading a book, which takes me forever to read a book because I hardly have time to sit down and read. And when I do, it makes me sleepy and I fall asleep. But I'm really enjoying this book. It's The Valley of Horses by Jean Auel. I think it's Auel, A-U-E-L. I cannot pronounce things. Auel, whatever, you can tell. But this is the sequel to The Clan of the Cave Bear. And she is the main character here. This is in the prehistoric era. It doesn't exactly really say what time period it's in, but there are many different species of humans. At this time, there's Neanderthals, there are modern humans, different groups at this time. And it's about a girl who, if you've seen The Clan of the Cave Bear, she is a little bit different. She's blonde hair, blue eyes, and she got taken in by a clan of Neanderthals. And she lives there until they pretty much force her out. And so she goes off on her own, and she finds a cave, and she lives in it by herself for several years. And it's kind of about how she gets along, how she, she's really lonely. She wants to find people like herself, which they told her that there were people out there like her, and then she needed to go find them. But then there's also another storyline about a man called, his name is Jondalar. Sorry, that was my 31 basket. Jondalar. And he is on a journey, which I guess all the young men, or not, most of the young men take. And he, I guess, just to see the world, pretty much. And so he doesn't meet her until, I'm like this far, from the end, and he's probably only met her like here. Not where he gets injured and she saves him because she's a medicine woman. But it's a really good book. It's a romance, of course, but not until like the very end. So I only have that much left, and I really like it. There's it's Sonia, my friend, has the other books, and I'm going to try to read those too to see what happens. But yeah, that's what I'm reading. And I don't really have anything else to talk about. Hopefully next time I'll have more knitting and a shop update to show you. But I have been hoarding all the yarn, like I said last time. But I have about 5 tubs of yarn. You can see in my kitchen. I can kind of show you. Sorry if you get sick. So this one is full of yarn. This one is full of yarn. There are 3 on the floor, and 2 of them are full of yarn and one's half full. So that's what I have for the show so far. Yes, and this is my workspace. Huh. You can see all the bowls. There's yarn in them. I am going to have Elsa's Ice Castle on BFL and Silk. I will have Purple Shirt of Sex, which is Sherlock themed, next time as well. I will also have, I think I'll do some Thing 1, Thing 2. And tell me what else you want to see, because then I'll know what to dye. I did a Care Bears yarn that I want to do again and show you guys. I have it in there, I just have to find it, and I'd be digging through all that yarn. But, yeah, until next time, see you guys later.